So you say you want to achieve what the majority has never achieved. Well, then you gotta do what the majority has never done. The 1% mindset is a decision. It's a hunger and a willingness to continue when the majority tell you to stop. It's having faith when the 99% tell you not to believe. The 1% mindset is driven by impossible. I know. I hear that question. I hear that question ringing inside of your head every day. How long? What's it gonna take? How much more of this do I have to take? How much more frustration do I have to feel every morning when I wake up not knowing what's gonna happen that day? How many more tears do I have to cry? How many more walls do I have to punch? How many more books do I have to read? How many more hours do I have to spend every day before I start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel? Before I start seeing my dreams just a little bit beginning to manifest. Just give me a little hope, right? How much more frustration am I gonna have to take? Am I gonna have to weather? And I know this because I'm going through it, right? We're on different paths, we have different motivations, but it never ends. It never ends. You get to one spot, more struggle, more pain, more questions, more how long? And I do not know the answer for you. I don't know how long. I do know, though, that it's about this day, this step, this minute, this very second, over and over. It's not going to be easy, but right here, this is where the 1% was born. This is where the 1%, this question is why I began the 1% mindset. This question is why I reached out and I studied and I researched and I went inside my own self growing up, and I needed to answer this question. Why? How long? What's it going to take? What separates the 1%, the ridiculous, from the majority, from the 99, from the weak? Like, what separates them? It's this question. It's not necessarily the answer to the question. It's the willingness to keep battling. It's the willingness that no matter how many tears you gotta shed another. No matter how many times you fall down, get up and step again. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know your specific path. I don't know how many more hours, how many more days, how many more months, maybe it's 5 years. I don't know that answer, but I do know the answer is one more second, one more step, one more day. That's all we got. And that right there is the true separation factor. Will you stop? Or will you keep stepping? Will you keep believing? Like, will you just have faith? It's gonna happen. Faith before, belief before evidence that it's going to start happening for you. We do not know how long. We do not know what the picture looks like. We just got to know it's coming. So how much more frustration? How many more walls do you have to punch? How many more tears do you have to shed? How many more mornings do you have to wake up not having a clue if it's going to happen for you? I have no idea. But I do know if you're going to separate, you keep stepping. You keep crying if that's what it takes. You keep punching if that's what it takes. But you keep on keeping on. That's the 1% mentality. That is the 1% mindset. When you wake up, you ask, you look in the mirror and you say, what do I have to do today? What do I have to do today to separate myself from the mediocrity that's all around us?